Well, Greg, just give us an overview of your group.
I think most of y'all know Roydale, Alabama commit. Had a really big season last year. A lot of media attention. Has become a leader on our team. Mike Hines, kind of a quiet defensive lineman, so to speak. How many offers do you have, Mike? 14 offers now.
For all these guys, he's a sophomore. Senior.
Yep. So these two seniors for each side of the ball, we really expect a lot of leadership from them. It's just the day and age that we live in. The kids, these guys have so many offers. Everybody wants to play at the next level, so they obviously look up to these guys for that. And Alex, being a sophomore, he's our quarterback. He's just stepped into that leadership role. We've really done a lot of OTA and 7-on-7 stuff this summer for him to grow. And the kids really are looking toward him to kind of be the leader with Roydale on offense.
Roydale, you had such a good year last year, I think 2,700 yards.
Mm-hmm.
How do you try to follow that up?
So say it again, I'm sorry.
How do you try to follow up that 2,700 yard season?
Just try to work harder day by day. Try to go to the field, the weight room. Try to get some of the guys around me to come with me so we can all get better as a team.
For this young man right here, I know Roydale gets all the spotlight, but you're going to be the quarterback this year. I watched you in the spring game. Good arm.
Yes,
what have you done since that spring game to develop that arm and develop your passing game? Because you got a great running game, but that's just half of it. If you can get that passing game going, that's going to allow Roydale to get even more yards. So what have you done to step up the game?
I've been watching a lot of film, working on my footwork, get my mechanics right for the season, but I've also been working on my footwork, making sure I keep doing it every day, keep doing everything I need to do to get better so I can help the team just follow it.
Roydale, you were, as a sophomore, you stepped in and you had a big role in the offense. What, if any, advice have you given Alex about him moving into a similar situation?
Be more vocal. He's a quarterback, of course, so he has to step up and take the ownership of the offense most of the time. So I just tell him to speak up most of the time. Everything else, it just comes natural.
What do you tell us about him as a player? What do you see from him?
Oh, he's a good player, great arm. He can scramble out of the pocket, step into the pocket and actually throw the ball. So he's a pretty good player.
Now, we know about the offense is going to be explosive at Hueytown this year, so we're going to turn our defense. You got 14 offers. Mm-hmm. That's nothing. That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations, man. Tell us, what are you going to do to keep these boys from having to score a lot of high points in the game? I mean, what have y'all done in the offseason to prepare for that?
We've been working hard. We've been practicing. We've been watching film. We've been trying to. We've been setting goals for ourselves for the season. Just try to keep people from scoring.
Mike, what's goal number one for this team?
Goal number one, go undefeated.
For the players, new head coach situation. Although coach has been there for a while, but new situation. Has there been any weird adjustments to get to his style of doing things?
Nah, not much.
Anything different?
Nah, no sir.
Social media plays a big part in the game in this day and age. For the players, what do you guys do individually? How do y'all use social media individually?
Social media, just exposure. Not only for you, but for your teammates. And for your team as well. So social media plays a big part in everything, especially around scholarships, getting in touch with coaches as well. So social media does play a big part.
Like Mike said, it's a big role. Networking with a lot of college coaches, posting all your offers or your accomplishments that you had done in your high school career. So it plays a big role.
They kind of stole my answer, but really just exposure. Getting your name out there, getting what you can do on the field out there. Trying to get the attention of colleges and all that kind of.
Roydale, how careful do you have to be with the kind of message you want to put on your social media accounts? Is that something you think about?
I think about it a lot. I just know myself, I wouldn't put nothing, it's kind of crazy on social media, so I have to be very careful. Just, on some of the thoughts I have put on social media. And
for you, I mean, it's magnified, right? I'm sure you saw that from the moment you committed to Alabama. I'm sure that, that the fans or fans of rival teams may try to contact you. What, if anything, when you look back on January when you committed, if you could give yourself some piece of social media advice, what kind of advice would you give yourself?
Try not to look too much into the social media thing. People say this, people say that. Just try to look over it and continue doing what I'm doing.
Coach, we know about your key players. Roydell, you've got an arrow on your back this year. Nobody really knew you last year. Now they're all gunning at you now. What have you prepared for this season that you didn't last season? What's different for you coming into this season?
Kind of like different positions, kind of defensive positions, wide receiver, a little quarterback. Try to spread the field out. So when Alex not in the game, I'll step in at quarterback. When Alex is in the game, we have the other running back, Antonio Mason. I'll step out at wide receiver so we can give defense a different look.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, there's another D1 commit at your school called by the name of Antonio Mason, called Yo-Yo, I think is his name. Coach, tell us a little bit about him.
Antonio is a little bit bigger back than Roydell. He's probably about 20 to 25 pounds heavier than Roydell. Can be very punishing running in a box. As a D-line coach, those are the ones that you really hate to see that carry the ball 25 and 30 times a game, knowing that we'll just pound on you. But just the versatility that we have with Alex, Roydell, and Antonio. We've moved Jordan Ivory over from defense to play some slot receiver. That's a little possession. I call him a little Wes Welker type. Runs all of our jet sweep stuff. So just the weapons we have offensively and being able to move these guys into multiple positions, like Roydell said, was a focus of our offseason, just to give defensive multiple looks they have to plan for.
Right. Go ahead.
You guys have made the playoffs 3 years in a row now. Roydell, you're a senior. Mike, you guys are seniors. So you guys have been in the playoffs every year during your high school career. How or does that change the outlook going into the season? Because it seems like, that's no longer really a goal. That's really an expectation.
So the goal, state championship. We got to get to it. We could say we made it to the second round last year. I guess that could be an accomplishment, but really, the goal is the state championship.
What do you think, Roydell?
Like Mike said, it's state championship. So, but we do have to take a playoff game at a time. So we just got to follow up behind it.
Roydell, can you foresee any circumstance that you wouldn't go to Alabama?
Sir?
Can you foresee any circumstance where you wouldn't go to Alabama?
No, sir.
Just tell me why.
It's a great school. You had a lot of great backs come from Alabama that made it to the league, especially, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, of course, Derrick Henry, had a lot of explosive backs. So that on that hand, and on the other hand, life after football. So that's why.
Coach, I ask you a question. You're in a region where we all know, that's my familiarity, with Bessemer City, McAdory got new coaches, players. That's going to bring a whole new look to all those programs. Coach, what do you see changing in that area out there? I mean, I know that you guys have got a very powerful team. You're the ones that everybody's looking at. But who else in the region do you think is going to step up this season?
I think every year since we've been in that region, just as coaches sit around and talk, you look, us, McAdory, and Hillcrest have kind of been the top three in that region, and I think if that region stays the same, that's kind of traditionally who it is. I don't know that much about Coach Zal, just from a distance. I know he's well respected, but quite frankly, we just focus on us. I know that's kind of a cliche answer, but I stay on these guys all the time about worry about stuff that we can control. I can't control what McAdory does every day. I can control what we're doing. And we've worked really, really hard this summer. Like I said, we've done more OTA, more 7-on-7 than we've ever done before. Got a full coaching staff. This year we had some guys move on to coordinator spots and been able to hire some really quality individuals in those roles, and just excited about where the season will take us.
Now, I'm going to follow up on that question real quick with players. I know coaches are going to tell you to say every game, but what's the one game that you guys personally get up for every year? One team that you look forward to facing every year? McAdory.
I mean, I guess I can't really say it's my first year, but I guess McAdory.
McAdory, all right.
Roydell, I think when Jameis was here for his camp, I think you got to spend a little bit of time with him.
Mm-hmm.
What were the biggest takeaways that you learned from that interaction with him?
Just step up, be more of a leader, lead by example. Body language when I'm on and off the field. Like you said, things on Twitter, things I post, make sure I be careful with all that type of stuff.
Now, you have 14 offers.
Yes, sir.
Any strong possibilities right now? Where you got any leanings?
I got
Because we got 2 commitments on the team already. So, you got any thoughts?
I mean, I thought about it, but I ain't really like set on one yet. I'm still.
We're not asking you to come out right now.
Oh, okay.
2 or 3, you can name 2 or 3.
So Florida Atlantic, the Navy, and Tulane.
Are those the 3 schools you feel like are recruiting you the hardest right now?
Not only that, it's just because I feel like I see myself there too, and Arkansas State, you know. So yeah.
Coach, how many prospects do you have this year? How many not D1, but how many strong? I mean, you got a good class this year, really good class, a lot of offers.
We do. It's hard to say at this point. I mentioned Jordan Ivory earlier. He's got some D2 offers. I think we'll have the chance for 8 kids probably to sign at some level, if not more.
Roydell, really for all the players, but particularly you 2 seniors. Last year, you guys got to the second round. That was the first playoff win for Hueytown since Jameis was playing there. And you mentioned state championship. I mean, do you feel like that you guys have the team to make those goals a reality? And if so, why?
Yes, because I just feel like this team, we gonna be more of a team. We gotta have that bond that we need, and we got it this year. And I feel like that if we just keep working hard as a team, we gonna get it.
What do you think, Roydell?
Yes, we do have the team for it. Everybody's mindset is on track. So, I mean, we have. That's what I feel.
Coach, talk about your kicking game for a little bit.
Our kicking
Yeah,
game.
your kicking game. Who's kicking for you this year? Who's doing punt returns? Returns?
Well, with the versatility we have with athletes, kick returners, we could roll Roydell, Antonio, Jordan Ivory. I mean, there's 5 or 6 guys we could roll out there at any moment. Really haven't set who that's going to be. We'll do that during fall camp. We have a new place kicker coming out, never kicked before, as a soccer player at our school. So we'll be working to develop him more as we go through fall camp. And then we have a young sophomore, that Connor Wathen, that'll be doing the punting duties for us.
You all had some good kickers in the past. Hey, and
yes.
some other guys that Nelson that went to Vanderbilt.
Correct.
So
Roydell punted in the spring.
He did.
did you really? Yeah, you did. I remember that.
He's just athletic. Y'all know that. There's a lot of things we could ask him to do. As a coach, you don't want to overwhelm a kid. Yes, he is our leader. There's so many things he could walk out there and do for us. But, if he has to kick, he'll have to kick. But we don't want to put that on his plate right now.
Well, Roydell, you weren't here, but what would have been your sophomore year when the guys were up here and Coach Manziel was here, one of the guys mentioned your name. and I said, "How do you spell Roydell?" And I don't remember who the player was, but he didn't spell your name. He said, "Freak of nature."
That sounds like something Jamal would say.
Was it?
Last year, just tell us about that first playoff victory. How did that feel? I mean, I was there. I watched y'all celebrate. That was the first playoff victory, like Josh said, since Jameis Winston's days. So, how did that feel to be a Golden Gopher at that moment in time? Describe that moment.
It was a thrill. Like, it was almost just didn't feel real for a time. It was like, did we just win a playoff game since like James Winston? But it was a goal to win. But we just got to keep going. We got to build on top of that.
No, it was shocking. First playoff game won. Just to follow
You
behind.
looked speechless that night. I remember.
Oh yes, sir. I actually was speechless. We did a couple of things on offense that I never thought we'd do in the playoff game. So, like we said, just taking one game at a time.